Who are we?
Second night of 8 Nights of Delights. Edward called this afternoon and we talked for hours. Some things he said made me want to slug him through the phone, but we had so much in common. Since we were both abandoned by our friends, and had this odd connection, I invited him over to watch movies. He helped my parents and I light the candles, then we made our way into the den to watch movies. The lights were down, and since my dad keeps the house freezing to save on heating costs, I was bundled up with one of the Afghans my bubba had shipped from Scottsdale. We figured we would do an Adam Sandler movie marathon.
Why would you do an Adam Sandler movie marathon?
Well, she seems like she's trying to advertise things. No, we started with Don't Mess with the Zohan. By the time Zohan made it to New York, my hand under the blanket was resting on Edward's thigh, grazing his cock. Grazing? What the hell was on her hand? A cheese grater?
Oh, I know.
He wasn't a liar.
Wildebeest.
It was 8 inches at least. He was erect watching Don't Mess with the Zohan. It's not Adam Sandler being a hairdresser, as far as I know.
Israeli Special Forces hairdresser.
Of course. Because we're advertising things, we have to advertise Jewish things.
Actually, it was based on a real story. Literally. As in, there was an ex-Israeli Special Forces who went to San Francisco and became a hairdresser.
Right, but still Ben Stiller movie. No, Adam Sandler, sorry. Anyway, I love cock. Penises fascinate me. Since my first blowjob at summer camp, I just love to stare at them and wonder how guys could walk around with those things. Knowing that the parents were upstairs, and Edward had a raging hard-on, watching Adam Sandler movies, I decided to take matters into my own hands. I leaned over and rested my head on Edward's chest and looked up. He looked down at me and brought his lips to mine. Yup, fireworks are still there. It wasn't the kosher wine. It was him. I broke the kiss and moved my lips up his neck and began sucking on his earlobe. He let out a deep moan. My hand moved up his thigh and grasped onto the outline of his cock through his jeans.
Actually, I did notice something.
What?
To save on heating costs.
Yes. We can't point out every time they do Jewish things, Ollie.
I don't know, I thought that was kind of my job.
Ollie, Jew police.
Are you working on the Shabbat, sir? No, but you open the door.
You can open doors because you're supposed to welcome a stranger into your midst on the Shabbat. I'm going to welcome you into your midst. As far as anyone watching this knows, we're recording on the Shabbat. Ow. Oh, I got to sucking his... No,
it's there. You're
yes,
dude.
This is me. Fuck, Bill. Why did we hate each other? He mumbled into my ear as his hand grazed down my leg and made its way to my ass. Down to her ass? Where were her legs? Anyway.
You were an arrogant, controlling cocksucker who didn't want to do anything to ruin your far-right-wing political future with stories of high school sexual exploits, and I was too busy being offended and annoyed to even try.
I whispered into his ear, hitching my leg...
Whisper?
Fran Drescher. Hitching my leg over his lap so that I was straddling him. Baruch Shachem for Baron Herzog. If only we had let loose like this earlier, or rather, never stopped playing Spin the Bottle, he replied, kissing my forehead, then my nose.
I was loose like this beforehand. Never at events, but you were always with me at those leadership camps.
I teased. Yeah, I was, and I've heard all about you skipping some of your religious courses with trips to Jacob Blackovitz. Oh wow. Jacob Blackovitz. I'm sure whether this is racist, because he was a Native American character who has now been, I don't want to say whitewashed, but I also don't want to say Jew-washed. I'm going to go with whitewashed. That's a bit weird.
No, because Judaism is passed through the mother. Right, bear with me. So, his dad may have been Native American, and then, because his mother was a feminist, she kept her name.
Or maybe they just at that name put Vitz on the end.
I don't know, okay. Is Black really a Native American surname?
Was in Twilight.
Yeah, but then after your boyfriend breaks up with you, constantly putting yourself in danger so that he'll swoop in and save you is also treated as good relationship advice.
I did that. Edward teased that there was a note of jealousy in his voice.
Yeah, but you hadn't broken up, that was just a sex thing.
Jacob popped my blowjob cherry. And just that. I was still a virgin. I wasn't about to lose some summer camp fling, especially not Jacob, who was the complete opposite of me, and Edward for that matter. Jacob was relaxed. He listened to Fish and attempted to go most of the summer without wearing shoes.
So he smoked a fuck ton of marijuana.
His lifelong ambition was to make frisbee golf an Olympic sport. What was I thinking? That first BJ was awful. He held my hair and pulled on it way too hard, and I bit down just as hard, but since then I had honed my skills. That's you, Ollie.
But,
No,
yes,
no,
but just... It's so obviously a stoner.
How does he notice the biting?
Yeah.
Do you notice the blowjob?
Maybe he didn't know it was better when he was pulling the hair. It's just
Hedgehogs!
A wild animal's gone to my groin.
There you go.
Don't remind me.
I hitched up close to Edward, licked his bottom lip with my tongue, and wrapped my fingers through his bronze locks. I wondered if Edward could be considered a fire crotch. Edward shifted upwards and I rose to meet him.
Is he ginger?
He's got, like, bronze hair, I think. The friction felt good. We were always about the friction, just never this kind. The heat from his cock permeated through his jeans as it met the hot, wet pussy that was begging for more underneath sweatpants. Ollie, why did you choose this? This is filthy.
I chose a random fan fiction and suddenly there's filth in it.
Without warning, Edward pushed me off him and I shot him a look, but then my mum came in, offered us drinks and a snack. I looked over to see that Edward had pulled the Afghan up to cover his massive boner! I shooed my nosy cock-blocking mother away.
I don't know, surely it's beaver downing.
Was your cock-blocked, Edward? I don't... Surely she would be surely she would be on the phone with Esme, picking out our China patterns or some shit. If she'd seen some guy deflowering her daughter, that's precisely what a Jewish mother would do.
Yeah. Well, no, to be fair, her daughter has spoken to their kids have spoken to each other, therefore they're already planning the wedding.
Yeah, that's just most Americans, though, if I'm honest.
True.
After she left, the mood was sort of killed and we petted under the Afghan for the rest of the Zohan, Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison. I swear, is she getting paid for this? Because if not, I really don't see the point. As I blearily walked Edward to the door, he whispered in my ear, "Happy Hanukkah, Bella!" Then kissed me and left. He's not good at the whispering, I'm sorry.
Neither's Bella.
His suave accent just leaves him every once in a while.
Alright.
This might be the end of night 3, and we're at 7.5 minutes. Going to start this next one? No, it's end of night 2, sorry. No, well, okay, we will be back after this brief.
Well, it's fucking YouTube, there's probably going to be an adblock. Unless you have adblock installed. No, we don't install adblock, because adblock is wrong.
No, it cuts down on our revenues.
You have revenues?
Oh yeah, I didn't tell you about that. I have revenues now. Anyway.
I'd revenue.